Hey guys, this is the Straight Edge Guy, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the SummerSlam 2010, sorry, not 2010, 2011 highlights. So, pretty good start to the night actually. A pretty competitive match against Rey Mysterio, Kofi Kingston, John Morrison. They defeated R-Truth, The Miz, and Del Rio in a six-man tag match. It was quite entertaining actually. The 619 did pick up the victory. Actually, it was hit by Rey Mysterio onto R-Truth, which is pretty disappointing for me, because if you see my top 7 superstars, you'll see that R-Truth was the second one, because I think he's got quite a lot of potential. And he still needs another match with John Cena, I think, because that's way from over, but with the events that happened in SummerSlam, I don't think R-Truth's really going to get anywhere near a title match. So that's that match to kick it off. Then it was Mark Henry defeated Sheamus via count out. And what happened was, it was pretty, I found it quite boring. I don't know about anybody else, but Mark Henry took the match to the outside and he slams Sheamus right through the protective barricade. And then Mark Henry got back in the ring, proving himself to be the dominant one in the match, and Sheamus got counted out. So as far as Mark Henry being scared of Sheamus, I think that's definitely not the case, because, well, it still might be, because he usually breaks the leg of his opponents, but he doesn't this time, so yeah, he might consider Sheamus to be a a rhinoceros, considering him to be the elephant. Then we had Kelly versus Beth. Obviously, Kelly picked up a fluke win. Well, she wouldn't pick up an actual win against Beth Phoenix, because she pretty much dominated Beth Phoenix after she won the Divas #1 contendership match in the Battle Royal. So I think that was a huge fluke win, because the way Kelly pinned Beth Phoenix to win the free count was the one where the hook them up with the legs and everything, and Beth Phoenix was struggling to get out. So that was definitely a fluke. I think they'll have a rematch at Night of Champions or something like that. But as far as Divas concerned, I'm not really bothered anyway who gets the Divas Championship or anything. So the next one was a match I don't really feel was necessary to be taking place at SummerSlam. Wade Barrett defeated Daniel Bryan. I really don't think this match should have been after the Sheamus and Mark Henry one. I think the Sheamus and Mark Henry one had more history during the match, but the Wade Barrett and Daniel Bryan one was just really a storyline that they wanted to put into SummerSlam. But it was nowhere. Actually, it was quite a competitive match. Wade Barrett ended up getting the victory via Wasteland, which I thought was cool, because if you look at, well, actually both of these superstars are in my top 7, which was kind of pretty much hard for me to choose. But Wade Barrett is further up in my top 7 superstars list, so I had to go Wade Barrett on that one. Then it was the World Championship match. Before the World Championship match, Christine got all excited and pretty much Edge returned, but not to compete, because obviously the doctor's orders, Edge can't compete. Well, he can't ever have a wrestling match again, the way the doctor's concerned. So basically Edge came back and he was like, yeah, Christine, the world champion, my best friend, and everything like that. And then he basically called Christine a moaning, crying little bitch. So Edge left the ring on that note. Randy Orton came out and the match for the world title began. Randy Orton pretty much Christian pretty much had his ass handed to him by Orton, and Orton picked up the victory via RKO on steel steps, which was Christian stupidly jumping off the steel steps and being caught by Orton in the RKO. It was a pretty hardcore match though. I saw a superflex from the top rope onto a flat table, which I thought was pretty well, it was quite hardcore, I'd say, because tables usually don't tend to break, you fall. And then we saw a part where Orton DDT'd Christian from the bottom, from the second rope onto a steel bin, I'd like to call it, and then Christian pretty much had his ass handed to him by Orton, but the victory was the RKO on the steel steps. So, on to the main event of the night, we had CM Punk defeating John Cena by the GTS. I was expecting Triple H to get himself involved even more, but seeing as that didn't happen, he'd say, you know, I've got to be a fair chairman of the board, and then so basically he doesn't punch John Cena or CM Punk to make things unfair, he just keeps things cool. But CM Punk ended up being the undisputed WWE champion against John Cena via GTS. And then we saw Kevin Nash returning, which pretty much clotheslined and powerbombed CM Punk to the mat, which I thought was unnecessary. I think that they shouldn't have had that done to CM Punk. Fair enough, I wanted CM Punk to win because he's the top of my list in the top 7. He's my best wrestler of all time, CM Punk. So possibly they should have had John Cena winning that match and getting clothesline powerbombed by Kevin Nash, because it only makes more sense. John Cena having that happen to John Cena. Then after Kevin Nash powerbombed CM Punk, we saw Alberto Del Rio come in and cash in his Money in the Bank briefcase to become the undisputed champion, which I'm not very happy about because I hate Del Rio's guts. But there you have it. Personally, I think they should have had it the way around, where John Cena got powerbombed by Kevin Nash and them two have a rivalry instead of CM Punk and Kevin Nash having a rivalry, because that's definitely not going to be the last that CM Punk's going to hear of Kevin Nash. CM Punk's probably, I don't know, Kevin Nash probably don't like CM Punk's latest style or something like that. But definitely I think that John Cena and Kevin Nash should have had the match, have the rivalry rather than CM Punk and Kevin Nash, because Kevin Nash, well, that's not going to be the end of it, and Kevin Nash is definitely going to want another match with CM Punk, because CM Punk isn't going to let Kevin Nash just do that to him straight up. And then I think it's going to be John Cena versus Alberto Del Rio, because that scene with Kevin Nash is just totally wiped out CM Punk with the WWE Championship line. So that is pretty much my review. It's going to be Alberto Del Rio versus John Cena at Night of Champions, without a doubt. Kevin Nash might make an appearance on Raw or something about CM Punk. But that brings me to tonight's episode of Raw. CM Punk, Alberto Del Rio has to challenge Rey Mysterio in Rey Mysterio's hometown for the Undisputed Championship. So I'll see you tomorrow with the Raw review. So please rate, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for these reviews.